Hello and welcome everyone into Vulpix Community Day, and we've got our first shiny here after a solid 5 minutes of very light shiny checking. Not new shinies by any stretch of the imagination, and for myself, I have plenty, and I mean more than you could possibly think of these shinies because we've been playing for a long time. But if this was your first chance to try and get more so Kanto Vulpix because the Alolan is a perma boosted shiny, hope you had a good time. Let me know in the comments below your wins from today and whether you actually gave a monkeys about it, because that's a 0 star. We want to try and see if there's going to be a shundo check around somewhere and try for the research tasks, which we only have one of because we have Glimmet in the way. They're nice shinies at the end of the day. They have been PvP useful in the past, more so with shadow variants, but thanks very much to Melnick94 who gifted us the Community Day ticket, which of course gives us some backgrounds and some more bonuses and things like that. Can never argue with that sort of thing, so thanks mate, really appreciate it. I'm honestly not going to be chasing too hardcore for this thing. Don't need, oh that's a background one day. That was unexpected from the wild. I should probably check for some backgrounds, but I want shiny backgrounds. There's an Alolan Vulpix again, there we go. So 2 Alolans versus the Kanto. Actually, let me know in the comments below your ratio, because of course, Kanto versus Alolan. We've had these dual form com days in the past, obviously with Ponyta. You can check out that video up there. We went to Diddley Squat Farm and played Flip It to Win It. We've had mono typing things with the Galarian Zigzagoon back in 2022. And of course, Alolan Sandshrew even had its Community Day in 2022 as well. So the one I'd like to see in the future is Galarian and Unovan Darumaka. That would be a really cool Community Day because they're both pretty goddamn good and they have Zen mode forms as well. And we have done 5 party catches. Research check is not a shiny, and I don't know the hundo from research because I didn't bother checking. It's also not the nicest day. It's been spitting rain and it will continue to do so for the remainder of the checks. Oh, the 11-11-11. I think it's even a triple catch XP com day, so do we really need this in our lives? Not for myself anyway. We'll check the Alolan over there. It's a shiny Alolan. Oh dear, I think I can see which way this day is going to go. Fantastic. Incense not delivering the goods so far, fingers crossed for that. I will say go and check out episode 260 from the Incensed podcast that released today. Definitely a good listen. The biggest botch job we've ever had to do in terms of February's content. Actually, while we're here, let's check stage 1. Melnick, please bring me through the background shiny goodness. No to the Kanto. Choose going to be an Alolan Vulpix shiny. There we go. We've got literally 4 Alolans versus no Kanto. Good stuff. We get to name that one after you, of course. And there's the Kanto, no shiny. And we get some bits and pieces and an encounter with an Alolan that has a background. And we know the one we had before was not good because 377 is a background that's significantly better than anything we've seen so far. I'm really hoping we get some better Community Days in the next season. And it's worth saying, of course, that background 98. What a way to kick off the research. Love that. Melnick with a shiny and a background 98. Good start, I would say. It's very likely that Score Bunny will be March's Community Day, given the pattern of the last couple of years. But April, bit up in the air, and I'm hoping it's going to be something worthwhile, because this one's pretty It's been about half an hour, and we finally picked up a Kanto Vulpix shiny. 616 from the wild. We've been checking around, we've gathered a small group of people who are out today, braving the pretty mediocre weather and the mediocre com day, trying to find these background exclusive tasks. And I will say, we've had a lot more Alolan shinies off camera. I think we're up to like 6 or 7. 2 star, lovely. Let me show you. 7 Alolan shinies, 1 Kanto. So it's going swimmingly. Is this one going to be a good stop? No. Well, let's catch 3. We'll do it. See if it can be a shundo. Hopefully Incense doesn't break. But there we go. It's an Alolan Vulpix shiny of 64 CP, but it is an Incense shiny. It's not our first one. And it's a lot more Alolan Vulpix shinies than Kanto ones. Oh, it's a background shiny off Incense. Look at that. Woo! It's quite a good one as well. You spicy son of a gun. That's a 91% shiny. I will take that. Thank you very much. And it's also starting to spit rain, so we're debating on pub or coffee shop which one has the most Pokestops dotted around. My vote is always Black Sheep Coffee. 3 kilometers for a Glimmet. 690. I want a double candy catch spotlight hour, which I think will be coming up in February. To protect the camera more than myself. Quest, not a shiny. Faffing around, checking some things, see if we get a shiny. Since we're here, I'm gonna claim stage 2 of Ice. Icy and spicy. I like this research name. Check 1 is an Alolan. 378 would be the hundo, I've been informed, which would be quite nice to see from a research. It's 371. We've got a Ninetales of the Kanto variety. Also, because it's rainy and kind of drizzly, the camera is going to get that nice dreamy glow effect again, people. So I apologize in advance. Get 7k dust, some rare XL candy, and no shiny. Oh, it's another 98 background though. So we had one Alolan background 98, now a Kanto background 98. Thank you very much indeed. Hey, Melnick, pulling through with some good IV, not shinies, but backgrounders, I'll have it. Before we look to finish this community day very quickly, a big thanks as always to the wonderful Patreon squad who mean that we can make the channel and the content here that much more exciting compared to community days as of late. Thank you very much for all of your wonderful support. It means we can do the day travel for crazy events, we can push for the 24-hour challenges, do this as a full-time thing. Thank you so very much to all of your extra support, because it means we can do much more, and I really do appreciate it, genuinely. And I just wish that Vulpix could deliver something more entertaining. But hey, until the next time. I still haven't quite found a place to put the Natural History Museum plush, so it's currently a pillow for the back of my head. But we're going to conclude today's Vulpix Community Day. Yes, I know, we barely filmed anything today. However, I do have stage 3 of Icy and Spicy to claim. So thanks again, Melnick, for the research. And that rocket radar should be put to good use. But we've got 4 encounters. So we've got a shiny Alolan Vulpix. There we go, very nice. Sadly not going to be a background one. Oh my god, can I actually hit it? Check 2 is a non-shiny Kanto, I think of basically the same number. And we should now have an Alolan Ninetales, which is not shiny. And our final background check, we have got some lures going, so technically it isn't our final background, but it's not a shiny or a 100%er. Although we do have to say, of course, we've got 2 shinies, I think, from Premium Time Research, and 2 background 98s, which will all be named Melnick. So thanks very much for the ticket. There's a few things to total up. Of course, we need to look at the number of shinies, but first of all, this random hundo, which somebody said was in your collection, check and see if you picked up a 681. And I picked it up, wasn't shiny, so I quick caught it. Mine got a background. Nobody else in our little crew of like 7 people got a background, so I was very pleased to get a background hundo from wild/lure spawns. Genuinely don't know which one it was, but it was caught with the Great Ball, so I clearly didn't care too much. And shiny, there is something in here which is significantly not a Vulpix. I didn't screen record my eggs, I wasn't paying attention at all. Shiny Salander, which I think is my second one, but it is the male, so it can't evolve, but it's a really cool, rare 12-kilometer egg hatch. Totaling up, we're coming away from today with 36 Vulpix shiny, and 15 of those are Kanto, so I think we got slightly more Alolan shinies than Kanto ones. Did get some okay IV ones, but nothing genuinely that spectacular, I've got to be honest, although this one looks like a PvPer. And just the 2 background shinies, you would have seen this one that we got from Incense Spawns, the 91%, but also while we were sat at Black Sheep for over an hour, we picked up this one as well from either Allure or Wild Spawn. So no research background shinies, and I will just give a commentary of the fact that it seemed like today's field research tasks were genuinely terrible. There were so few catch 5 in a party, and I didn't see a single catch 50 today. There were so many item tasks, it just felt very, very lackluster. And I will say, I'm not going to evolve anything just now because it's not a shiny dex for me. Do I care for the PvP moves? Not particularly. Let me know in the comments below, of course, your ratio, how you did with Kanto versus Alola. I just feel very, very kind of, I mean, it's a con day, it's the beginning of February. We've got some amazing things to look forward to, including Kalos Tour, the Road to Kalos Global. We've got LA that we'll be traveling to in a matter of weeks. Still though, it just felt very dead. And not just because of the Comde Mon. Obviously the weather for us has an impact, didn't feel too zesty going around and checking the stuff. But if you're gonna make a Comde that's like a dual form thing, so you're trying to chase maybe a background shiny, like I quite like a background shiny, it was very difficult to get them. And as you can see, there are no Kanto background shiny, so it's still something to go for in the future, potentially. It just felt very, very flat. And yeah, not just because of the fact that it's Vulpix. It's just there wasn't really research to grind. The bonus is not my bag personally. I know a lot of people out there do need the XP, and I hope you're able to capitalize on it because Vulpix is a fairly easy excellent to get. So let's just say it's only onwards and upwards from here in terms of February. And It's that thing of a community day these days. Maybe it's worth having a discussion about in a video later down the road, because I've noticed that community days, certainly here on this channel, get the least amount of traction. Like, not just because maybe it's a bad community day or, you know, whatever. Genuinely, community days have really fallen to the background in terms of events that people look forward to. Maybe it's because there's an influx of too many events on a weekend, like every weekend has something, sometimes twice, so Saturday and Sunday. Maybe it's because the community is being lackluster a little bit these days. I don't know, but it's evident that not as many people are that interested. And certainly with the group who are out here today, people turned up for the first hour or so, and most people left and went home. We sat in Black Sheep Coffee for an hour, chatting and nattering away. But if it was a usual event that was somewhat exciting and zesty, we'd have done that chatter while going around and playing the event, whereas we just put some lures on and didn't really do too much. Anyway, let me know in the comments below your experience of this community day. What side of the fence are you falling on? Like, I think Nakeen was about the only person who was interested in Vulpix today. Maybe if you're chasing Vulpix for the first time, hopefully we're able to get some good stuff. But if you did like what you see here on the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below, because we've got a lot more, let's say, interesting things to come up and to cover. And I still have 3 Glimmet tasks waiting, and see if we can get ourselves a hundo of that one. If you love what you saw here, there's plenty more interesting videos to go and check out. Highly recommend the one over here. There's some really good bits and pieces from here. I'm looking forward to covering so much more with what's happening next weekend. Literally 6 days time, we'll be in Cologne. Cannot wait. But I will say, until the next time, peeps, do take care.